Hey there, creatives. It's Emma, your creative business mentor. Right. Have you planned your business for 2021 yet? Or is the idea of planning stressing you out? Business planning for 2021. Have you done it? Do you need to do it? Do you need to stress out about it? Is your year going to fall apart if you haven't done it already? Let's just take a deep breath. It's okay. You don't need to have everything planned out by the first week of January. There's that wonderful period between Christmas and New Year where everything is kind of a bit still, a bit timeless. We're not quite sure what day it is. And then all of a sudden we feel that the first week of January, the first Monday of January, we have to, be hitting the ground running at 100 miles an hour. And I think that's a bit of a throwback from, the old corporate days or the old system of how work happened. You had your rest, and then you had to work really hard. You had your rest, and then you had to work really hard. And if you didn't follow that pattern, then you weren't going to be a success. I want to tell you that when you work for yourself, when you're a creative as well working for themselves, you don't need to follow that old-fashioned paradigm, that old-fashioned system. We can have that space to breathe, to work out what works for us and what doesn't work for us. And not everybody is the same. Not everybody works the same. Not everybody responds to the same stimuli to create momentum and success in their business. The stimuli and the context and the triggers that really work for some people to be successful in business might actually have the complete opposite effect on other people. So we need to know ourselves on how we work best. I know, for example, that I do like pressure, but I don't like to feel that stress and that fear of missing out, that if I don't hustle, I'm going to fail. That doesn't excite me, and it doesn't get bring the best out of me. Now, there's a wonderful Russian proverb that just shows that we're all different. And it's let me remember this, the same boiling water that softens the potato also hardens the egg. So that same context, that same environment can have two completely different outcomes for different people. So don't stress if you haven't completely organized 2021. Some of us actually work better when we go with the flow, when we use our intuition and we don't have a rigid structure. Now, I do think having some kind of structure is a good idea. We need to have a roadmap, a goal of what we want to achieve in the next 12 months, or it could be in the next 3 months, whatever seems reasonable to you. But we need to have some direction. But once we have that direction, you don't have to stick doggedly to the map, because maybe you might find a nice detour, and that might bring more success and more joy and happiness into your life and into your business. Now, again, not everyone is the same, and this is wonderful saying that diamonds are created under pressure, which absolutely does work in some contexts for some people. A bit of pressure and you can really shine and your best work comes forward. But at the same time, bread only rises when it rests. So again, for bread to be delicious and gorgeous for us to eat, it has to rest. So maybe we have to rest as well. Maybe this time of year, instead of hustling to plan for 2021, we just rest and we see, what ideas come forth, what our intuition tells us, and we don't stress and panic about not having all our ducks in a row. Now, on top of which, depending on which part of the world you're in, I know in Australia, where I'm living at the moment, schools don't start back until end of January, beginning of February. So a lot of my clients in my design business and a lot of my clients in the mentorship program have kids, run their own business, and they actually take February as the beginning of their business year. So they have this stretch of time in January where they can spend time with their children, and then they can calmly and quietly plan for 2021 without this kind of idea of having to rush out of the gates, which is a very old-fashioned way of doing things. It's kind of corporate, you know, you've got your weekends, you've got your week, you've got your 2 or 3 week, your 4-week holiday in the year. And, you know, when you're not resting, you have to go 100 miles an hour. We don't have to do that. Now, if you've lost your business mojo, you've lost your momentum and motivation over the holidays, you might like to watch this video all about getting your business motivation back. And it might help you transition from last year. And what about you? What have you done to plan for 2021? How do you plan in your business? Share it in the comments below. We can all kind of learn from each other. And if you have any questions, put those in the comments and I will come back and answer them. Now, if this video has been of use to you, don't forget the usual like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.